Hello. In my last video, I talked about our manufacturing industry and I promised to look back into the history. In this video, I'm trying to provide some facts and figures to look back on the history of manufacturing with the hope that knowing some of those reasons of our shortcoming today can help us find solutions going forward for these problems. As this could be a big topic to cover, I will break it down into two videos. So this would be the first, and then there would be another one after this. Manufacturing industry in Australia is not very strong, apart from a few high-tech companies with niche products that developed to work with the international market and not just the local market. The rest of the manufacturing companies mostly are small and only working in the domestic market. Lots of big and international companies have left Australia in the past years. Car manufacturers has been closed down, and we still hear the remaining large companies not being profitable, leaving Australia or going to administration. The last of them in my line of expertise was LyondellBasell, who recently announced that they closing down their operation in Australia. Luckily, Viva Energy bought their operation here in Victoria, and they will continue manufacturing for some years. Australian economy in the Atlas of Economy Complexity published in 2020 ranked 91 out of 133 countries. Although at the same year, Australia had the 13th largest economy in the whole world with the GDP of around 1.3 trillion US dollar, our export products are mostly basic unprocessed raw materials. Not too many Australian young generation like to study engineering and manufacturing related courses, unfortunately, in the universities. That's a gloomy picture I painted to you, but that's unfortunately that's true. Our economy is mainly based on housing and property market, farming and food, and basic mineral export like iron ore, coal, and gas. Manufacturing industry has been abandoned for years, while it has a vital role in health and success of any country that wants to consider itself as a developed nation with a healthy and growing economy. I'm not an economist, but I would like to look at these issues from manufacturing point of view. And to do that, I need to go back in time and history of manufacturing here. And I believe that we need to do it so that we can understand the nature of manufacturing here in Australia and why we are in this position, and what we can do as a solution to improve our industry. Everything started from a black rock called coal. Australian industry is all built on coal, and that's why mining, exporting, and using it has a big effect on everything in Australia. Since 1950s, Australia has used coal to industrialize. In the middle of the 20th century, coal was generating incredibly cheap energy and electricity, filling all other industries throughout Australia. Many industries like food processing, steel manufacturing, chemical manufacturing, cement making, and similar, that all grew in Australia, used that cheap energy as an edge for being viable and growing fast. Donald Horne, in his 1964 book, Lucky Country, wrote that because of coal and other minerals and vast farming lands, Australia become rich without going through educational changes and changes in thinking patterns and innovation. And most of it comes to us from above. He believed that if we don't improve our technologies or efficiencies, we won't be anything more than a quarry or a farm in the future. Manufacturing industries which has developed here in Australia was for the domestic market and wasn't focused on export even from the beginning. To support that, government solution was introduced tariffs and tax on imports. So companies, instead of modernizing their technologies to compete with the international competitors, relaxed and enjoyed the small protection domestic market. That's a very important topic to me, but also needs a longer time to open up and discuss. So I need to continue this discussion in another video, and I can cover all the points that I have about what is the solution, I believe, to our current situation in manufacturing in Australia. Please keep an eye for our next video. Thank you and talk soon.